Believe it, today I got a big new series to talk about. This one caught me completely off guard, but it was only a matter of time before this gets a manga as well. Finally, another of Naruto's light novels is being turned into a manga. This one is focused on Sasuke, one of the most popular characters in the series, I guess. Namely, we now get to experience the story called Naruto, Sasuke's Story, the Uchiha and the Heavenly Stardust, the manga. Because it was a light novel first, obviously. Yep, that for sure is a light novel as well. Because the title is so long. Every light novel title is just stupidly long. Just think of like, I was reincarnated as a washing machine and now I need to go through the dungeon to save my long lost sister before she gets killed by the demon lord. That's not a real light novel title, but I would probably bet on it sometime in the future being turned into one. If you need light novel titles, just message me. I will give you tons of light novel titles. These just come out of my brain like farts. Okay. Naruto is still one of the most famous manga, and technically it is still ongoing with its sequel Boruto. But in Boruto, things escalated just a bit too much for my liking. So it's good that this manga takes place before Boruto, but a good time after the end of Naruto Shippuden. I can't wait to experience some more ninja fights, even though there shouldn't be anyone capable of challenging Sasuke. After all, at that point of time, he and Naruto are the two strongest people in the world, by a lot. They are basically demigods or already reaching into the area of gods. First of all, I'm going to show you one of the pictures or the cover pictures that are being used for this manga, or for the light novel as well. Obviously, we know that Sasuke and Sakura are going to appear in there, and what is being a bit cut off on this version of the picture, on the bottom left there is a dinosaur, a freaking dinosaur, and then there's this red-haired character. I at first thought that would be Karin, I think is her name, the red-haired Uzumaki girl that was on Sasuke's team when he betrayed the Leaf Village, but this is a new character as far as I know. I forgot a bit of Naruto already, but I think he's new at least. But that's all from that part. After all, we should go into the actual meat of this story. So, without further ado, I will now read the summary for Sasuke Retsuden. Grab your ninja headbands and prepare yourself. Here we go. Sasuke goes to the Astronomy Institute of Research, far away from the Land of Fire. In order to find traces of the Sage of Six Paths, he joins Sakura on this journey and begins a secret investigation. However, a life or death plan is already in place. The married couple must take on challenges that come with this surprising research. Oh god. I don't know how to feel about this life or death plan. How can someone who just defeated a literal god and the strongest Kuinichi by his side be in such a dangerous situation? This story better have a good reason why their lives are in danger, but overall it does sound pretty interesting. That it will focus on a secret investigation instead of just fist fighting and genjutsu ninjutsu stuff is a good starting point in my opinion. Maybe there won't even be that many fights in this manga and in general, and a bigger focus on espionage, lies and deceit, and gathering information about other people. Without Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura are a pretty smart duo, so there probably won't be any hot-headed reactions. Instead, we will get a calm and collected story surrounding the Uchiha family. Learning more about the Sage of the Sixth Path is also a good idea. Naruto, or well, the world of Naruto, still has a lot of secrets and mysteries we don't know the answers to. So let's clear everything up before Boruto destroys the world completely. The interactions between Sasuke and Sakura as a married couple are another nice factor. Those two never get to spend a lot of time together. After all, I think Sasuke is still not officially welcomed in the Hidden Leaf Village. I mean, he was a traitor, and Naruto and the other Hokage probably pardoned him from being like somebody with a bounty or something, but he is still a very dangerous person, and some people might not have forgiven him already. So those two never get to spend a lot of time together, as I said, because of all of this Sasuke did in his past. So what makes for a better date than a life and death situation? That's what those two like, right? Now, that's enough talking about just the summary. I can't wait any longer to follow my ninja way, and once again dive into the world of the great ninja Naruto. I left the link to the manga in the description. Go check it out because my review will contain spoilers for the first chapter at least. For you, just a few seconds passed, but I just read the chapter and now I will share my thoughts and opinions about the first chapter of Sasuke Retsuden. It was a pretty good start for a spin-off. Sasuke has to go to the mentioned observatory to find a cure for a sick friend. Nice to see that Sasuke actually calls someone a friend. That really puts a smile on your face. I mean, he was always alone and didn't care about anyone because he just wanted to get revenge for his people, for his Uchiha clan, and kill Itachi until he learned what Itachi actually did. And man, his story is just completely stupid, and he should have just talked it out with Itachi or something. But that's Sasuke for you. Sasuke has now to get a cure for this sick friend. I'm not going to say who the sick friend is, but you might already know that. So, the place we are in apparently doesn't have any shinobi, or they don't use chakra as the main fighting thing or something else. So the people in here are not as strong as compared to the bigger regions in the Naruto world, like Sunagakure, Konohagakure, or all these other people. So how will Sasuke have problems getting the information he needs? Well, you better sit down for this one. I already said it before, but there are dinosaurs guarding the observatory. Freaking dinosaurs! It's not that it doesn't make any sense for dinosaurs to exist in the Naruto world. It's just a bit unexpected. I mean, we've seen summoned creatures, we've seen a demon fox, the nine-tailed fox, all of these mythological beings which are the tailed beasts and everything. So dinosaurs being there is the least of my worries, but it's just, I didn't expect them to appear now, and how strong are they if they can potentially be a danger to Sasuke? So far, Sakura hasn't appeared yet, which makes you question when and why she will join Sasuke in this mission. I mean, if Sasuke is alone, he should be strong enough to deal with everything. But I don't mind Sakura being there. She's obviously overhated by the community because she is the strongest female character in the entirety of Naruto at the end of the story. So I don't know why she gets that much hate. Maybe even other characters will make an appearance in this manga. As I said before, from the cover I thought Karin would play a role, but now it's obviously that it's just the director of the observatory and not her. This man might very well be our main antagonist, or the person opposing Sasuke. He seems to hide a lot of things, even feeling confident enough to talk down to Sasuke, like he's worth more. Well, this could also just be because that man doesn't know who Sasuke really is, and he heavily underestimates him. The scheming is already starting. Depending on how deep the plans go, we as readers could also get fooled by the director or Sasuke. Who knows, what if we all are already under a genjutsu? Talking about genjutsus, the chapter had a pretty nice start. I always like seeing characters we followed for a long time grow strong and then completely dominate other people. Sasuke was already stronger than the ordinary person when the story first started, but right now he's, as I said, basically a demigod or something. And now he's going against ordinary citizens who don't even have chakra. In this case, Sasuke only used very basic ninjutsu and genjutsu, and yet the three ruffians he fought against couldn't do anything. Even a hostage situation was easily resolved just by the body replacement technique, just like the substitution jutsu where the wooden thing comes out, but this time it was a watermelon. For a time period, this story really takes place a while after Shippuden. Naruto is already Hokage, Sarada is already born, and I would probably say that this is probably really close to the start of Boruto at least. At most I can see it being 2 or 3 years prior to Boruto's story, but I could also be completely wrong about that. If you know a bit more about the Naruto timeline, feel free to help me with putting this story where it actually belongs. Naruto always has a special place in my heart. As the member of the big three, which is One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, I watched Naruto the most in my childhood on TV. It's amazing to have more content that still has the same vibe as Shippuden. Boruto isn't all bad, don't get me wrong, but at this point it really feels like an entirely different series compared to its prequel. And I don't know how to feel about that. Besides timeline experts, please also tell me all your other thoughts and opinion about this story. However, if you read the light novels, please restrain yourself from spoiling others. We still want to enjoy this manga. seeing Naruto's return is a bit weird. This counts as a new series, but it has an advantage over other new manga. Already established characters carry most of the burden, making the start feel much smoother and hooking you instantly because you want to know what actually Sasuke needs to do to save his friend. Why is he going exactly to that place? What is going on with the Sage of Six Paths? There are so many established things just from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden and maybe a bit of Boruto as well that you just want to read this and find out what is actually happening. A completely new story first needs to hook you or grab you with some sort of intriguing plotline, and Naruto has the advantage over that, obviously. So, Sasuke Retsuden will now be a story I look forward to reading. This is the first time I will have to wait for a Naruto chapter to come out like weekly or monthly, whatever this manga will be. This is going to be a completely new experience for me. And I also have to say, there is enough context to follow the story no matter how much you know about the world. So even if you haven't read Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, or anything from Boruto, you can technically read this. You won't know the characters and maybe some of the heavy meanings behind why things are happening or why things have to happen, but it's still technically potentially possible to read this and enjoy this. But I would probably think it's better for you to read the main stories before going into the spin-off. Now let's go over to the most important part of these videos. Here comes the score for our new Naruto manga. It is a bit unfair to rank it the same way as all the other new series. Obviously because it already has an existing and popular prequel. So it's an obvious plus point because of that. But we have to look over that fact for it to fit into the system that I used so far. Sasuke's light novel pulls readers in with mysteries and the risk of sleuthing a close friend of our main character. The stakes are already set, the art looks how we know it from Naruto, and the new characters seem likable or interesting for now. Keeping all these facts in mind, I decided to give Naruto Sasuke's story, The Uchiha and the Heavenly Stardust, the manga, a 7 out of 10. Very fitting for our member of the legendary Team 7. This is a Naruto story, we can already predict and expect a lot of things that are going to happen in this story. And if you really can't wait for more chapters, you can also go over to the light novel and read those instead. This situation is a bit different compared to truly new series, but it still belongs in these types of videos. But that's all from me for today. Talking about Naruto on a more One Piece centric channel is already quite dangerous. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. This has been Pyroprimer, your local fire elemental and manga enjoyer. We will see each other again in the next video. Until then, bye!